I would give Luka MVP over Joker, or the other way around. I wouldn't give it to Wemby.
And where's the reigning MVP in all of this ranking? It's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
He's probably right below Wemby.
Before the 2025 season even tipped off, fans were already predicting chaos in the MVP race, and after just 1 month, they were absolutely right. 5 elite players have stormed into the spotlight and turned the early season into a full-blown battle for the award. Right now, the MVP conversation is loaded with pure dominance, led by Victor Wembanyama, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Luka Doncic, and Nikola Jokić. These players are running the league and making it look effortless, and it's hard to imagine anyone outside this group breaking into the top-tier discussion. If a new name somehow cracks the top 3, it would shock the entire NBA. As for honorable mentions, Victor Wembanyama still deserves serious attention despite being expected to miss about a month. His absence complicates his case because missing too many games could prevent him from reaching the league's 65-game requirement, which may cause him to slide later in the season. Even so, his impact has been undeniable. Wembanyama has been one of the coldest players in the league so far, averaging 26.2 points and 12.9 rebounds while leading the NBA in defensive boards. On top of that, he's dishing out 4 assists per game and swatting an incredible 3.6 shots a night, numbers that are almost unheard of for a player this early in his career.
At some point, he will be the man, the Lone Star man in LA. But can they get it done this year? I don't know. Can they make it to the Western Conference Final? A lot of ifs have to happen, but he's playing great. Austin Reeves is playing great. They found a way to win with, the King not being there. But the question is when they're all said and done, when they're all...
Victor Wembanyama is leading the league in blocks and making it look effortless. He's finishing 55.8% of his shots inside the arc, and that number could honestly be even higher because most of his looks are clean. From 3, he's hitting 34.5% on nearly 5 attempts per game, which is impressive for someone his size. All of that adds up to a 60.9% true shooting percentage, well above league average, while averaging roughly 26 points, 13 rebounds, 4 assists, and nearly 4 blocks a night. Those are absurd numbers for a player still adjusting to NBA speed. With Wembanyama on the floor, the Spurs are 8-4. Without him, they're 3-0, though that sample size is too small to draw firm conclusions. Offensively, San Antonio scores 2.6 more points per game when he's off the floor, mostly because those games turn into fast-paced shootouts. Defensively, however, it's a completely different story. The Spurs are 8.3 points worse without him on the court, the biggest defensive drop among MVP candidates. That swing gives Wembanyama a plus 5.7 net rating, clear evidence that he's already changing games in real time. Now shift to one of the most physically dominant players in the MVP race, Giannis Antetokounmpo. He continues to put up ridiculous numbers as if it's routine, averaging 31 point.
Gonna get a haircut to top 5? I'm like top 2. At the most, I gotta be top 3. Everybody, is Daddy top 5 when he gets a haircut? Babe, what you think? Top 5?
Top 1.
Top 1?
Statistically, the Bucks' offense explodes when Giannis Antetokounmpo is on the floor, improving by a massive 21.8 points per game, a kind of on-off swing you almost never see. Their defense does dip slightly with him out there, but early season numbers can be noisy, so that isn't raising alarms yet. Even factoring that in, Giannis's overall on-off impact sits at a ridiculous plus 21, which highlights just how much he still controls games. He remains a nightly powerhouse, but the MVP conversation is complicated this season because the field is so loaded. I didn't have him as my preseason MVP favorite because I expected Milwaukee to manage his workload more, similar to LeBron's 2018 season. Elite production, but with more help around him. With other stars going off and posting stronger team records, Giannis could slide a bit unless the Bucks catch fire. That said, the team feels better.
The one thing about sports that we just taking this dude for granted, man. He is the best basketball player in the world. He's just going out there getting easy triple doubles every day. And he ain't getting them fluky 10 points, 10 rebounds, 11 assists. He get like 25, 16, and 17.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been the smoothest scorer in the league this season, gliding past defenders as if they are stuck in slow motion. While some fans joke about his ability to draw fouls, there is nothing artificial about his production. He is averaging 31.9 points, 6.7 assists, 5.1 rebounds, 1.5 steals, and nearly a block per game, an incredible all-around stat line for a guard who doesn't rely on brute strength. His efficiency has been elite across the board, shooting 59% on two-pointers on heavy volume and 38.5% from three on nearly 6 attempts per game. His mid-range game is deadly, his drives are nearly impossible to stop, and if his three-point shooting holds up, something that faded late last season, he becomes almost unguardable. Shai is posting a 66% true shooting rate, about 7.7% above league average, while scoring nearly 32 points a night, which is pure superstar territory. What truly elevates Shai in the MVP conversation is Oklahoma City's dominant 15-1 record. Their only loss came by 2 points against Portland, and outside of that game, they have consistently blown teams out, even surpassing last season's elite point differential. Some argue that OKC must be a super team because Shai often doesn't play full fourth quarters, but the numbers tell a different story. When he sits, the Thunder's offense drops to a 106 offensive rating, showing just how much the team depends on him. With Shai on the floor, OKC is 20.6 points better offensively, and defensively, they are 5.9 points worse when he is off the court. While early season defensive stats can fluctuate, his overall plus 14.7 net rating is elite for a guard carrying this kind of load. Combined with OKC's scorching start, it is becoming harder to argue that Shai isn't near the very top of the MVP race right now. Following him is Luka Jokić, who is currently leading the entire league in scoring at an absurd 34.6.
Not Wemby either?
No. Hell no. I like
Was San Antonio in your top 4?
No, what do you mean? Hell no.
Not against Luka and Joker. He's not MVP.
Then who's your top 4? You got OKC,
Yes.
Denver. Who's 3?
Rockets,
and then
probably the Lakers.
Okay.
Luka Jokić has been elite inside the arc, using angles, timing, and footwork like he's playing chess while defenders are still guessing. He's shooting an incredible 61.7% on two-pointers, which is absurd efficiency for a guard. From three-point range, however, the results have been inconsistent. Luka is attempting nearly 11 threes per game, more than anyone in the league, but is only converting 31.7% of them. That has always been the swing factor in his game. When the three is falling, he's completely untouchable, and when it isn't, defenses are content to let him fire away, because once he steps inside the arc, scoring feels automatic. Night after night, he turns off-balance floaters and circus shots into routine buckets, finishing through contact with remarkable consistency. Despite the shaky three-point shooting, his true shooting percentage sits at 61.7%, about 3 to 4% above league average, and tied with his career best efficiency, all while leading the NBA in scoring. Combined with his near triple-double averages, Luka is producing one of the most complete offensive seasons the league has seen in years. Team-wise, Dallas is 8-3 with Luka in the lineup and 3-1 without him, showing they can remain competitive when he sits, largely because others step up in those moments. With Luka on the floor, the Mavericks are 9.1 points better offensively and 1.7 points worse defensively, giving him a plus 7.4 net rating. While that impact isn't as massive as some of the top MVP candidates, players like Jokić, Shai, and Giannis are hovering closer to plus 20, it's still strong enough to keep Luka firmly in the MVP race. If the Mavericks continue stacking wins and his three-point shooting stabilizes, his case could grow even stronger. Nikola Jokić, meanwhile, remains the star many try to push out of the MVP conversation every year, only for him to walk right back in and dominate it. He doesn't chase highlights, doesn't talk much.
When you see the difference when Luka is in this type of basketball.
Luka, not Luka.
Luka.
No, you said Luka.
Okay, Luka.
We know
when he's in this, I'm thinking Laker and Luka, all in one word. But
nice try.
Create another one.
When you see him in this type of basketball shape, what that allows him to do is to get into basketball.
His true shooting percentage sits at a ridiculous 73.6%, nearly 16% above league average, and at first glance, it almost looks fake. A near 30-point triple-double on video game efficiency shouldn't be possible, yet Jokić makes it look completely natural, like it's hardwired into who he is as a player. More importantly, his production actually translates to winning, proving this isn't empty stat padding. After a relatively slow October by his standards, he exploded in November, averaging 34 points per game, an increase of 13.6 points from the previous month, while taking only 6 additional shots. That kind of scoring jump without sacrificing efficiency shows just how unstoppable Jokić becomes the moment he decides to fully take over. When he's in rhythm, defenses simply have no answers. Denver has surged right alongside him, sitting at 11-3 overall and 7-1 in November, with their only loss coming in a tight 3-point battle against Chicago. The advanced metrics back up the eye test in a big way. With Jokić on the floor, the Nuggets are 19.4 points better offensively and 2.7 points better defensively, resulting in a massive plus.
Don't discredit what Wemby's doing.
I'm not discredit what Wemby's doing.
I mean,
all I'm saying
is the same right now.
His impact is the same. His impact on winning is the same.
He's playing out of this world right now.
Wemby's playing great, but he's not.
Their record is similar, Chuck.
No, they're not the same animal, brother.
Bro, San Antonio's 8-2 and Denver's 8-2.
Yeah, but his impact on winning
is
the exact same.
But I'm saying, if you had to take MVP right now, which is way too early, you'd go.
That's how you're talking about them, though. You do like this. They're not like this.
I'm not disrespecting Wemby.
Okay.
But hey,
give me the hand signal like he just gave me. Where are they?
Where are they?
Well, Joker, Luka, and Wemby.
Offensively, Jokić is essentially a one-man system, a point guard trapped in a center's body. His vision, touch, and patience allow him to control the pace of the game in a way almost no one else can. He makes the entire court move on his timing, while everyone else is forced to react. No player in the league dictates flow like he does, and the only one who comes close in pure offensive brilliance is Stephen Curry, which says everything. Voter fatigue is real, and people always want a new storyline, but that doesn't change what's actually happening on the floor. Jokic's numbers are impossible to ignore. Points, rebounds, assists, efficiency, and wins. He's either leading the league or sitting right at the top in nearly every major category. And Denver is once again one of the best teams in the West because he's the engine behind everything they do. People may want fresh faces in the MVP race, but the truth is, Jokić isn't just part of the conversation, he is the conversation.